Did you know that 90% of people make the same grammar mistakes repeatedly? It's not just you. If you've ever struggled with English grammar, you're not alone. Today, I'm going to share how I turned my grammar nightmares into a success story. I used to find English grammar incredibly challenging, whether it was confusing homophones or getting subject-verb agreement wrong. It seemed like an endless battle. I remember failing a test because I mixed up there, and there. It was so frustrating. But then, I discovered some amazing tips and tricks that changed everything. First, I started using online resources like grammar checking tools and educational websites. Websites like Grammarly and Purdue OWL were lifesavers. They provided clear explanations and examples for every rule I struggled with. Reading actively also helped a lot. I'd highlight sentences and analyze their structure. I started reading books with a highlighter in hand, noting down any interesting sentence structures or words I wasn't familiar with. This active reading helped reinforce correct grammar in my mind, and of course, practice. I'd write essays and short stories, then review them for errors. I dedicated time each day to write something, anything. Later, I'd go back and review my work, looking specifically for grammar mistakes. One of the best methods was discussing grammar with friends. We'd correct each other's mistakes and learn together. It was like having a study buddy. We'd quiz each other on tricky rules and share tips we found useful. This peer learning was incredibly effective. But the game changer for me was learning mnemonic devices. For example, to remember the difference between affect and effect, I used the phrase, A is for action, affect, and E is for end result, effect. Simple, right? Here are some more examples. For its and its, just remember, its is short for it is. And for who versus whom, think about replacing them with he or him. If he fits, use who. If him fits, use whom. Practice makes perfect, so I'd recommend setting aside time every day to work on these rules. Trust me, it gets easier. Another great trick is the fanboy's mnemonic for coordinating conjunctions. For, and, nor but, or yet, so. Whenever you're writing compound sentences, this helps you remember which words to use. Another thing I did was reading different genres. Fiction, nonfiction, articles, blogs, you name it. The variety exposed me to different writing styles and sentence structures. I also kept a grammar journal. Every time I learned a new rule or made a mistake, I wrote it down. This helped me to keep track of my progress and identify recurring issues. It doesn't have to be fancy. Just a simple notebook where you jot down rules, exceptions, and examples. The breakthrough moment came when I combined all these methods. I was no longer afraid of grammar. Instead, I saw it as a puzzle I could solve. For example, let's talk about subject-verb agreement. One rule that helped me was ensuring the subject and verb in a sentence agree in number, like the dog barks versus the dogs bark. Simple checks like these make a huge difference. Another tricky area is homophones, words that sound the same but have different meanings and spellings. My tip is to create flashcards with the word, its definition, and a sentence using it. Practice these daily. Let's talk about continuous improvement. Grammar is something you get better at over time. Here's what you can do. 1. Regularly review your grammar journal. 2. Take online quizzes to test your knowledge. 3. Write daily and pay attention to feedback from others. 4. Read a variety of materials and take note of different writing styles. Online quizzes are great because they provide instant feedback. Websites like Quizlet and Khan Academy offer excellent resources. Feedback is crucial. Don't shy away from constructive criticism. It helps you understand your mistakes and learn from them. And keep reading. The more you read, the better you understand how grammar works in different contexts. I love interacting with you all, so feel free to drop your grammar questions in the comments. I'll try to answer as many as I can in future videos. So to recap, use online tools, read actively, practice regularly, discuss with friends, and use mnemonic devices. With these strategies, mastering grammar is totally achievable. Remember, it's all about consistency and practice. Grammar isn't something you learn overnight, but with dedication, you'll see improvement. Here's a quick look at my progress over the past year. From failing tests to acing them, it's been a rewarding journey. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like this video, share it with friends, and subscribe to my channel for more grammar tips. Keep practicing, and you'll be a grammar pro in no time. Thanks for watching. See you next time.